Welcome back to Exploring Whiskeys. I'm Eric.
And I'm Kevin. And we are going back to Stranahan's. This is
back to the Rockies.
OG. We had already done the Blue Peak, which was a newer release that they come out with, and honestly, I wanted my own.
I'm curious. Why didn't they put this?
Why didn't they put a blue jigger on that one? So this Stranahan's, this is again the original, and from what I could see, all of them have this cap except for the Blue Peak. Yep. I don't understand why they do that. This is one of the neat American whiskeys, or American whiskey companies. Mm-hmm. All their whiskeys are single malts. So you would think, oh, it's kind of like a Scotch, but it's not. All their barley is sourced in Colorado. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be different than Scotch and things like that. And I don't know of any other distillery that just does single malts. Apparently that's all I could find was single malts. So the Balcones does some single malts, but I don't know if there's any other distilleries in America that just do single malts.
I don't think so.
Well, Stranahan's. That's from what they do. So, let's see. Oh. All right, so it comes with a 3-ounce jigger on the top. That's kind of cool. And that's a whole lot of plastic. All right, pretty easy to rip. That's good. And kind of a weird... There's no, like, top to the cork. That's funny.
So once you use your teeth.
Does it screw?
No, that's for the jigger.
That comes off? Nope.
No, you screw the jigger on top of that.
To keep it stored that way.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. All right, cool. I like it. Did I knock it?
Yeah, some more.
Okay. Thanks. Anyway, so we had done the Blue Peak.
And if you know the Glencairn, you can just pour out of the drink out of that.
It comes with its own drinking vessel.
It's kind of like when you're in the old mining town. You just grab whatever cup you got.
Oh, you're thinking like the tin cup. Yeah, I got you.
Tin cup, Stranahan. They both have the.
Tin cup does it too. That's right. Yeah. There's no threads.
It sits.
But why would you put threads on it? There's no threads on the inside.
I don't know.
I'm confused.
I don't know. Who knows? Next question.
The whiskey. Ooh. That is not the same as the Blue Peak. 94 proof.
It has some similarities.
That seems to change. All right, neck pour, because it is a bottle open. Thumbs up for the bottle open, please. But it's almost like opening up as I'm nosing it.
I get apples.
I got a little bit of apple too. Yeah, I can definitely stick with that one.
Almost like an apple pie.
Sweet, yeah. Sugared, butters. Well, yeah, I can see all of that.
It's better than I remembered it. It's been a few years since I've had this.
Nothing wrong with that.
Ooh.
That's sweet.
That's an apricot-y.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking. It's got a little bit of an apricot note. It's got
way better.
There's so much sweet sugar, honeys, a little fruit, a little dried fruit.
I don't know. I remember it being more like a bullet.
It is not harsh like that. It does not have a bite or an aggressiveness to it. It is sweet. Again, but not quite like the Blue Peak. Blue Peak was very different. Like it had a different flavor to it. Interesting.
Yeah.
Good. That could make that. I could see that being a good mixer. So what do we know? We know Colorado.
Denver, Colorado.
Denver, Colorado.
Locally sourced
Yeah, they do.
grains and water.
Right.
Yep.
We know 94 proof. There's no age statement on the website. It does say 2 to 5 years. So they first started.
2004.
Yeah.
Been around a little bit.
Jess. All right. So the firefighter, a local firefighter, went to a barn that would, to fight the fire. That this barn was on fire. So he goes to fight the fire. Ends up talking to the owner, who was Stranahan. His last name was Stranahan. And they sit there and start chit-chatting about whiskey, become friends, decide to open up a distillery.
Okay.
That's how they started. Super small, super low, key type distillery. The original bottles were hand filled, and the people that would fill them would sign it and write little notes to it. So every single one was really personalized. They're a little bit bigger now, so they don't do that anymore. It is still, I'm thinking he didn't actually sign that, but that still has a signature on there.
Jess.
Yeah, Jess
Graber.
Yeah. But now this is bottle 7,370 of batch 256. Probably don't have the time to write little notes on each one. But that was really kind of a cool way to start.
Again, the original bottle wasn't...
Right.
You know what? Now I'm thinking about it, you know what it is? It's probably for on shelves to stack more.
It sits flat.
No, well, back to back. Or
Oh, okay.
so you can fit more.
I was thinking against a bar.
That too.
You could shove it right up against the wall because it's got
You notice
a flat back.
The blue peak.
Has the same thing.
But the original bottle did not.
And then the funny part is it's the address of the distillery is what's printed on the back. Just in case you're not sure where you're going. If found, please call.
Please call. Please return.
It's a lighter nose. It's not aggressive for saying 94 proof. It's pretty solid. It's sweet.
It reminds me of Balcones.
It's very similar to, I'm trying to think of which one it's similar to. Probably their regular single malt. Is that what you mean? The apricot note, not the store pick.
Yeah, because we did the A&B with the Russ Woolery.
Yes. Yeah, that one is berries and chocolate and all different notes, but the standard store pick or the standard line,
apricot.
very apricot.
That's what
fruit,
this was what this reminds me of.
Little buttery.
Yeah, this is way different than I remembered it. Again, it's been quite a few years since I've had it. I just remember it being more like a bullet bourbon. Just that frontier. Just
I got tropical fruit, mangoes and type note. I mean, fruit,
water down.
Yeah, definitely fruit note, sweet note. Glad that we're now 2 for 2 for changing what you remembered the whiskey tasting like.
Yeah.
And good for them. I mean, if they did update their profile, change their profile, and go a different direction.
They did. But
I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with this as a single malt.
And even when I first started drinking bourbon, this still would have been fine. Before I was just kind of stuck to the regulars, but so I was drinking it on a cube, but I don't think a cube would have.
I don't think that would have made it harsher.
No.
That did not get harsher. The little bit of water didn't make it harsher. It changed the fruit profile. Still fruit, still sweet. So sweet.
It's a little more buttery on the front.
It is a little more buttery. Yeah, I would agree with that.
Still very sweet. Almost apricot still in the finish, but up front I got more of a buttery.
Yeah, like a fruit butter type thing. Thick. It's pretty thick.
Which would make sense if we're picking up that apple, almost like an apple pie on the front, on the nose, the initial nose.
Yeah, that's what the sauce that comes out of the apple pie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not the apples and not the pie, but the juice that kind of comes out. That's kind of where this is.
Kind of like I like it better without the water.
Yeah, I can't say one way is better than the other. I just, it's not that big of a change either way to say that one's, for me, one's better than the other, but.
I'll have to reach out to my brother because this was his go-to for a while. Figure out why he liked it so much.
Yeah. If he likes fruity nut, and then you can make some recommendations off of the fruity nuts, right? Yeah.
Well, he can get Balcones. It's at the Party Source. I got them all.
There you go.
We're getting like two of them here right now.
Yeah. Drips and drabs. All right. Now here's again, everything's good. Not the best value. $55 for a non-age stated whiskey. It's a little heavy. I want to say the Blue Peak was that like 60?
65, I think.
65? That was a better whiskey, in my opinion. I thought the Blue Peak was a little bit better than
I know
this.
shortly after I had this for the first time, they had I want to say it was a black label, which I never had. And I have looked at their website, and they have a number of them now.
They have a bunch of different bottles. Yep, absolutely.
And I want to say
all single malt,
silver label too.
Yeah. They had, I don't remember all the colors, but they did have a handful of different releases.
But if you're stacking it I guess if you stacked it up against the single malt, the Balcones, and off the top of my head, that bottle was
60-ish.
Yeah, 65.
60. Okay.
So similar profile. Probably $10 cheaper.
Yeah, but wasn't that one a little higher proof? Wasn't that 100 something? I don't remember.
I have to go back and
I don't
look.
remember.
I don't think it was much. It may be.
Yeah, but I mean, this is 94, so it's not that big of a difference. So yeah, then
the store pick was like 125.
Yeah, store pick was way more expensive, but that's a totally different profile.
Yep.
If you want to do something different, this is different. This is not a bourbon. This is not a rye. This is not this is something totally different. It might be good to try it. It's not a Scotch either.
Right, but if you can't get Balcones, this is like the next closest thing.
Yeah, the Balcones, the single malt versus this one, very similar profile. But it's just funny because it's a single malt. And it's totally different than Scotch.
Yeah.
It's a very different, everything about it is a different taste profile because Scotch still uses some version of peat to dry that malt, and that's probably not what they're doing. You know? It's just dried differently, so it's got a whole different profile to it.
Being in the mountains like that.
It's probably a lot of logs.
Yeah, a lot. This is not what I was expecting, but it's been quite a few years since I've had it.
Different, but very good bottle.
Really enjoyed the Blue Peak.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah. And now I'm anxious to try the other ones.
I want that, what was it, Snowflake?
Yeah, well, we have to go to the distillery. We have to go to the distillery to get that.
Yeah, well, whatever.
And it's limited.
I'm okay with going to Colorado.
Definitely changed my opinion on this one because I don't remember it being like this, but I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
Again, I'm anxious to try the other ones now.
Nothing wrong with it.
I know the other one. I think that what steered me from the next one up, I saw black, was that it was like another $10 to $15 more.
Okay.
And I was like, this ain't knocking my socks off for. I'm not going to go spend that. So,
right.
But now I'm
you got a nice baseline. Maybe
now I'm curious.
Yeah.
Well, second Stranahans.
Second Stranahans.
I know there's at least the black label one, and I think a silver. So those are two more standards.
Okay.
Thanks for bringing this one, man. Totally changed my tune.
When I saw it, I was just like, oh, I'm totally grabbing that. After the Blue Peak one, I was like, I'm totally grabbing that.
Totally changed my tune. Totally changed my tune on this one.
Yep.
Again, I'm going to have to call my brother tomorrow, figure out, is this still your go-to? If so, why? Why? See what he says. Oh. Solid bottle. Wish it was a little slightly cheaper, but solid.
Right.
Yeah. Again, if you're trying to fall, it definitely falls in that Balcones wheelhouse, I think.
Yeah, it's a very similar profile.
Yep. So, well, I hope you enjoyed the review. If you did, we encourage you to hit that like button at the bottom of the screen.
And if you're new to the channel, subscribe, hit the bell icon. Get notified every time we put out a new episode. Let us know if you've tried any of the other Stranahans. Love to hear from you on what your thoughts are. Yeah, what's Snowflake like? Yeah, that one sounds delicious. Anyway, just love to hear from you.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for watching.
See you on the next episode.
Cheers.